Hello and welcome back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I am Yoshna Parak and today we are going to do a chapter for Standard 3 students from English Grammar. So today we are going to do reading comprehension. What is reading comprehension? In this we will be given a paragraph or a passage that we will read and I will explain it to you. Then we will try to find out some questions from the passage and then we will try to find out answers of the questions from the given paragraph. So now let us understand it by some examples. Here some examples are given, some paragraphs and passages are given. We will read it, I will explain it to you and then we will see the question answers from this paragraph. Let us begin now. So our first paragraph is about recycling. What is recycling? Let us see. Recycling is when we take materials that we were going to throw away and put them through a process so that they can be reused again. The material which we have used already, now we considered it as useless and we were about to throw it away. But in recycling, the material which is already used and you think that it is waste and you are about to throw it away, that waste material is collected and after doing a process, we will make it usable and we will reuse it again. That process is known as recycling. So, first thing, we will collect used material which is waste. Then we will do a process and make it usable and then we will reuse that recycled product. That is called recycling. Next is the recycling symbol has 3 arrows. Here you can see the symbol of recycling. 3 arrows are given. Each arrow represents a different step in the recycling process. Now why these 3 arrows are given? These 3 arrows represent different steps in the recycling process. All these 3 arrows have different meaning. That means these 3 arrows represent 3 different steps of recycling process. Now what are these steps? Let us understand. This include collecting recyclable materials. That material which can be reused or can be recycled. That kind of waste material would be collected. Processing the old materials and making new items. What are these 3 steps? First, collecting the recyclable material. Second, doing a process and making it usable and making the new item from the waste material or recyclable material and using it. These are the 3 steps of recycling process. First, to collect the recyclable material, then to do a process on it and make it usable, and third, make a new product from the recyclable waste or recyclable things and using it. This is the process of recycling. And finally, buying things made from recycled material. The things which are recycled or made from recycled material, you should buy them. Why? Because it will reduce the pollution level in our environment and also the resources can be used optimally. Effective recycling starts with houses. From where this recycling process starts? From houses and other places where the waste is created. Waste is created. Where the waste is created, when you are using something and then you find it that now it is not usable for you. So there you consider it as waste. So mostly this waste is created when you consider it useless. This waste is created at houses and some other places. So from these places we will collect that material which is considered as waste but it can be recycled. That is the recyclable material. So we will collect recyclable material from houses and other places. All sorts of materials can be recycled. Waste items that are usually recycled include paper waste, items such as books, newspaper, magazines, cardboards, boxes, envelopes, and glass waste such as broken bottles, glasses, containers, aluminium waste such as can from soda drink, fruit can, all other can be recycled. Most kind of plastics like grocery bags, bottle caps, styrofoam containers and cups cannot be recycled. What cannot be recycled? Some of the things which are made from plastic such as grocery bags, plastic bags, bottle caps, styrofoam container and cups. These are the things which cannot be recycled because these are made from plastic. When waste items are collected, they are sent to a recycling unit, the recycling institution or unit, where all the waste from each type are combined, whether it is glass waste, paper waste or aluminium waste. So this all type of waste is collected there in that recycling unit, combined and crushed, melted and then processed into new materials. So let me give you an example. In paper mill, papers are made, then we use it, we write on it, and then after writing, if that notebook, when you pass that year, after that, that notebook will be of no use for you. So then you will give it to, you will throw it away or you will consider it as waste. So that waste material, the book which you considered as waste material now, that will be given back to the recycling unit, and in the recycling unit that paper will again be crushed and processed, and from that paper they will make a new paper, blank paper that can be reused again. So this process is called recycling. Navneet is a company which produces notebooks and books. So in this company they produce notebooks and books, and then when we consider it as waste and we throw it away, that is again sent to the Navneet recycling unit, and there they do some process on it and make it reusable again. Then from that waste material again they will make a blank paper which can be reused. So this process is called recycling and it is eco-friendly. There are many advantages of recycling. In general, recycling materials greatly help reduce air, land, water and soil pollution, because this kind of waste create pollution. So if you recollect this waste and after doing some process, if you will make it reusable, so it would be environment friendly, eco-friendly. How? Because it will reduce the degree of pollution, land pollution, air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution. How? See, because of this waste material where it is gathered, so there where the waste material is gathered, so it will create soil pollution first, and because of the dirty smell of the waste, it will pollute the air also, and when this waste material is dumped into water, it will create water pollution also. So in this way, these waste materials are polluting air, land, soil and water. But if you collect this waste material, do some process and make it reusable, so that waste will be reduced, and along with that, that pollution will also be reduced. So in this way, if you are using recycled material, that means you are reducing the pollution level. Or if you are doing recycling, then also you are reducing the pollution level and making it eco-friendly and helping the nature to be healthy. In other words, recycling helps to keep our environment clean. What is the benefit of recycling? It keeps our environment clean because we do not waste things, but we collect waste things and make it usable. So in this way, waste material will be reduced and it will be helpful for making our environment clean. Recycling also helps save natural resources. The things are limited. Let us take an example of paper. So paper is made from trees, and trees take years, lots of years, at least 20 years. It will take 10 or 20 years to grow a big tree, to grow into a big tree. Now, when the tree is grown, you will cut it down and use it for making papers. Again, when you need more papers, you will cut it down. You will cut down more trees, and as soon or rapidly you are cutting these trees, in that much rapid way, trees do not grow. So it will create imbalance in the nature. So because of that, if you are reusing this waste material, this waste paper, that means now for making papers, you can use papers for making new papers. You do not have to cut more trees. So in this way, you are saving resources, natural resources. Trees are our natural resources. So we will protect the trees from being cut. So in this way, our environmental resources or natural resources can be saved if you are using recycled materials. It also takes less energy to produce things because these things are already made. So now what you have to do, just clean it out, do some processing and make it reusable again. If I give you an example, Coca-Cola bottles are there. After drinking, you will throw it away. Other than this, if you put it aside and give it back to the shopkeeper, so then the van which carry Coca-Cola bottles, that will collect it again, wash it and fill it back and cover it. So in this way, they do not have to make bottles again, but they can use this used bottle and fill it back and give it to you. So they do not have to make new bottles, and it will reduce their energy also. Their efforts will be reduced. In what way it is useful? First thing, that you are using waste material, used material, and then you are doing some process on it and using it again. So you do not have to make it again from the beginning. It is already made and now you are just doing some process to make it reusable. That will reduce the efforts for doing it from the beginning. Instead of that, what you have to do, just do some process on the made material, the material which is already ready, but it is waste because now it is not usable. So you have to do some process, and then you do not have to go from the beginning, which is made material. After doing some little process on it, you can reuse it. As I gave you the example of paper, the example of glass bottles. So glass bottles are collected, washed, refilled and packed and given to you back. So in this way, the material of glass need not to be made again. on behalf of that, instead of that, what they will do, the made material, that means the glass which is the bottle which is already made, they can use it and refill it. They do not have to make the bottle again. Instead of that, they will use the made bottle, the bottle which is already used, they will refill it after cleaning it. So first they collected the waste material, the glass bottles, then they did some processing. What kind of processing? They washed it, cleaned it, and then they made it usable. How? By refilling it, and they packed and supplied it to us, and then we can use the recycled bottles. So in this way, the efforts are reduced. They do not have to make the bottles again, but they can use the made bottle, and now they have to just fill the bottle. That's all. So in this way, efforts will be reduced, and for making the bottle, the material which is used, that won't be needed because the bottle is already made. So in this way, resources are also saved, and because we are not creating waste, we are using the waste material, so it is environment friendly also. We are saving our environment from pollution. Therefore, recycling is more energy efficient. So, let us revise this paragraph again. First thing, the meaning of recycling is given. What is recycling? You are using the waste material which is already used, you are collecting it, and then after doing some process, make it usable, and a new product is made that can be reused again. That is called recycled product, and this process is called recycling. This is the symbol of recycling, which has 3 arrows. These 3 arrows represent 3 different steps of recycling. What are these 3 steps? First one, collecting the waste material. Second one, doing process on the waste material. And third one, making a new usable recycled product and then using it. So this is the process of recycling. And then what can be recycled? The example of recycled materials are given. So here we saw that all sorts of materials can be recycled. Whatever it is, it can be recycled. If I give you an example, see our clothes. After wearing this clothes, when it doesn't fit us or whether it is torn, we won't use it now and we will throw it away. Instead of that, using this material, using this clothes, you can make a new thing from this used cloth. So that will be called recycling. The cloth is already made. Now what you have to do? Do some process, do some tailoring, some stitching on it, and make a new cloth or new attire from this cloth. So in this way, you do not have to make the cloth, but what you have to make? The new dress from the already made cloth. That means waste material is collected, processed, and a new material is made. So the cloth which is already made, now after using it, when you were about to throw it away, instead of throwing, you are using it again. How? By doing some process. What kind of process? Doing some tailoring, doing some stitching on it, and make a new dress from this cloth. And that new dress will be a new product that can be reused again. So this is the process of recycling. So all sorts of materials can be recycled, and this recycled items include paper waste, in which we can say books, newspapers, magazines, cardboard boxes, envelopes. These all are paper materials which can be reused and make new things from this waste material which is already used. Next is glass waste items such as broken bottles, glasses, containers which are made from glass. And after using it, you will throw it away. Instead of throwing, if you do some process on it and make it usable again, make a new product from that, so then it will be recycled material. Next is aluminium waste, such as cans from soda drink, tomato, fruit cans, tomato or fruit cans, and all other cans can be recycled. Cans are made from aluminium, and these cans are also recyclable. So you will collect all these recyclable items, and where you can put this at the recycling unit. In recycling unit, what they will do after collecting this waste material and sending it to the recycling unit, these all kind of materials will be combined, crushed, melted, and a new product can be made. After doing this process, a new material is made that is called recycled material, which is again usable. So from used thing, after doing the process, you are making usable thing again. From waste, you are creating the best. And the advantages of recycling: first, that it is eco-friendly, it protects our nature and reduce the level of pollution. Second, that we can save our environmental resources, and instead of wasting this environmental resources by reusing it, we can use these resources optimally. The best use can be made by recycling of these resources, and natural resources can be saved for future generation. And it also reduces the effort, because now you do not have to make the material from the beginning, but that material is already made. You just have to do some process on it, and you have to make the new product, the recycled product. Okay, so the effort which were done from the beginning process, that won't be needed, and the process will begin from waste material, the material which is already made but it is now waste. You will do some process on it. What kind of process? You will try to make it usable. If it is electronic material, then after repairing it, it can be made it can be made usable again. And if it is glass material, so after melting it, you can form a new glass from that glass material, which is glass is already with you. You do not have to collect the glass, but the waste material, the waste glass bottles, now they will be melted and shaped again. So in this way, material you do not have to purchase, but the waste material we will collect without any cost or less cost than purchasing. So it will reduce our cost also and our efforts also. We will collect the waste material and process on glass bottles. We will melt it and shape it again. So the melting is the process which we have to do on the waste material, and the new product is made, that is called recycled product. So in this way, efforts are reduced, environment pollution is reduced, and resources can be saved. Also, it will reduce our cost. So money can also be saved. So these are the benefits of recycling. Now I hope that recycling concept is clear to you. What is recycling? How it is done? What are the steps of recycling? And what are the materials that can be recycled? And what are the benefits of recycling? Now let us see the questions of this paragraph. And then we will try to find out the answer from this paragraph. So first question is, what is meant by recycling? What is recycling? Recycling is a process of collecting waste material, doing process on it and making it usable again. So here the answer is given. Recycling is a process by which we take material that we were going to throw away, that is waste for us, into new thing. We will convert it into new thing that can be reused again. From the used material, we will convert it to reusable material. Next question is, where does recycling start? So recycling starts with houses and other places where waste is created. Where you can find the waste material, from there the recycling process starts. Because we have to collect the waste material from these places. So from collecting, this process starts. Name any 5 things that can be recycled. Some of the things that can be recycled, such as books, newspapers, magazine, bottle glass, broken glass bottles, aluminium cans. So these are the materials which can be recycled. If you know some other materials that you can add here. Next question is, give any one advantage of recycling. Here, let us see the advantage. Recycling helps save natural resources. 2 other advantages were also given. What? That it reduces pollution and it also reduces the efforts made for making a new product. Instead of making effort for making new product, by recycling, efforts will be reduced and new product will be made, which is called recycled product. How is recycling done? So the process of recycling is done in a recycling unit, where all the waste is combined, crushed, melted and processed into new material. So now these are the questions and answers given from this passage. So we have done all the question answer of this passage. Now I hope that this passage is clear to you. Let us see some more examples of reading comprehension. Here the first passage is given to you. A simple story is given. What is the story? Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Ali Baba or Charlie's story. Ali Baba lived in Persia. Where he used to live? Persia. What was his name? Ali Baba. He would collect sticks from the forest and sell them in the market. What he used to do? He would collect the sticks from the forest. That means he would cut the trees, collect the sticks or wood from the forest and sell them away in the market. One day, as he was gathering sticks, he heard a band of horsemen galloping towards him. Band, that means a huge group or a huge crowd of horsemen, those who were riding on horses. They were coming in huge quantity and they were galloping, that means they were rushing towards him. He could tell by their evil looks, they did not look good or gentle. How? Because they had rough beards and foul language, the language which is not gentle. So they were using foul language and they had rough beards. By their look, it seemed that they are not good person. He got that the men were robbers. They were robbers. He got scared and quickly climbed onto a tree for safety. When he saw the robbers, by their appearance, he could understand that they are robbers, and when he saw that they are coming towards me, he got scared because they were robbers, they can do harm to Ali Baba, so he was scared and quickly he climbed up on a tree to save himself for safety. The man stopped close by, very near to the Ali Baba. He was on the tree, but the man did not see him and they were very close to the Ali Baba. Ali Baba saw the leader walk towards a rocky mountain nearby and shout, "Open season!" So the leader of these robbers came forward and he stood before a huge mountain and In front of that mountain, he shouted, what? Open season. Just when he spoke these words, at the rover's words, the rock face swung open to become the entrance to a deep, dark cave. Suddenly, just when he spoke this word, open season, that rock, पत्थर जो था वहाँ से हट गया. That rock was swung away. Why the swung word is used? Because no one touched it. By itself, it gave the way to the entrance into a deep, dark cave. So in that mountain, a cave was created, and that stone in front of which that leader of the rover was standing. So that stone was the entrance gate. Just when that leader of the rovers said these words, open season, that rock was moved by itself without touching, and it gave entry to a deep, dark cave inside the mountain. And Ali Baba was watching all this from the top of the tree. But robbers did not know this. Now the robbers dragged sacks full of loot into the cave. They had lots of precious things in their sacks, and that was loot because they were robbers. So that loot was filled or stuffed in sacks, and those heavy sacks of loot they were carrying towards that cave and put that into that cave, which opened by the word open season. So now, after a little while, when they put all the sacks into that cave, after a little while, the leader once again said the magical word. What was the magical word? Close season. When he had to open the door, he said open season. Now, when they put all the sacks into the cave, they said to close the entrance, they said close season. After coming out from the cave, they said, the leader of the robber said close season, and the rock again moved and shut the cave. The rock swung tightly shut. After the robbers left, Ali Baba climbed down. He came down from the tree and went up to the cave. Now, he just wanted to take a try whether this magical words really works or it was just my dream. He could not believe that just by saying a word, a huge rock was put aside without touching. So he was very surprised, and he just wanted to take a trial of that. So what he did? He came down from the tree and stood in front of that rock, and he also tried to say the same magical words. What he said? Open season. And he was stunned. He was surprised, greatly surprised, when the door to the cave swung open. Just by saying open season, that rock moved aside and gave the entrance. Opened the entrance. Inside, Ali Baba found mounds of gold jewels, heaps, piles of gold jewels and coins and other precious items. There were heaps and piles of lots of precious things, gold, coins, and so many jewelries were there. So he was stunned when he saw that just by a word that door was opened, that rock was moved aside, and suddenly it gave it opened the entrance to the cave. And when Ali Baba entered into that cave, he saw mounds, that means piles or heaps of lots of precious things or valuable things. So he was very surprised by watching this many valuable things or precious things. He picked up a small bag of coins and left the cave. So when he found this much loot, he picked up a small sack of coins and he carried it out and closed the gate of the cave. So without doing much effort, when he was working as an honest man, he had to go to the forest, cut the trees, then sell them, then he would get the money. But now he was in the cave where heaps of loot, heaps of this precious and valuable things were there. So without much effort, he got this much money and this much valuable precious things. So what he did, he just picked a small sack for himself and then leave the cave. And he again said, close sesame, and that cave, that rock was again moved aside and it closed the cave tightly. So in this way, he got the magical words by which he can get the money, which was a loot done by robbers. So this was a story taken from Antoine Garin's translation of 1001 Nights. So this is the book written by Antoine Garin, and from this book, this short simple story was taken. What was the name of the story? Ali Baba and 40 Hills. Okay. Now let us see the questions of this story. What was Ali Baba doing in the forest? We know that he used to go to the forest, cut the trees, take the sticks and sell it into the market. So what he was doing? Ali Baba was collecting sticks in the wood or in the forest, and what he wanted to do? To sell in the market for money. So Ali Baba was collecting sticks in the forest to sell in the market for money. Next question is, how did Ali Baba guess that the men riding the horses were robbers? Because they looked evil. How? They had rough beards and they were using foul language. That means which was not ethical or which was not correct. So by listening the way they were talking and by observing their look, he understood that they were robbers. Ali Baba could tell by the evil looks, rough beards and bad language that they robbers were using. So from that he understood that these horsemen are robbers. Next question is, what happened when the leader shouted the words open sesame? We know that when he said open sesame, the entrance of the cave opened. The rock moved aside by itself. When the leader shouted the magical words open sesame, the rock face swung open by itself to become the entrance to a deep dark cave. Next is, what did Ali Baba find inside the cave? There were piles, heaps or mounds of lots of valuable precious things. Jewelry was there, gold was there and money was there. So Ali Baba found mounds of gold, jewels, coins and other precious items in the cave. Next question is, what did Ali Baba take from the cave? What did he take? Ali Baba took a small bag of coins from the cave. What he took? A small bag of coins from the cave. He was not doing anything wrong because it was already a loot which was collected from the people in wrong way. So that he took from that cave and taken with him. Now next exercise is find words in the excerpt in the paragraph whose meanings are given below. So here the meanings are given and you have to find the synonym or the same meaning word from the passage. So first word is wicked. Wicked, that means बदमाश या जो बुरा है. So here the word synonym for wicked is given in the passage, that is evil. Next is being in a state of fear. So when someone is in fear, that is called scared, and this word is given in the passage. So he got scared when they were coming towards him. Ali Baba was scared when he saw the robbers coming towards him. So the scared is the synonym which is given in the paragraph for this word. Next word is fast. The synonym of this word given in the paragraph is quickly. Quickly he climbed the tree and quickly he came down. Next, very surprised. The suitable meaning of this word given in the paragraph is stunned. Surprised, that means stunned. Next is heaps. Synonym of heaps which is given in the paragraph, that is mounds. M-O-U-N-D-S, mounds. So this was the exercise which was given from this passage. Now we have understood the passage and we have done the exercise of this passage. Now I hope that this comprehension is clear to you. Now we will see the next example of this comprehension. Here, this is a poem. We will read the poem and I will explain to you, and then we will see the question answer from this poem. So, the poem is Mother Doesn't Want a Dog. The name of this poem is Mother Doesn't Want a Dog. Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they smell, they stink, and never sit when you say sit, or even when you yell, and when you come home late at night and there is ice and snow, you have to go back out because the dumb dog has to go. Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they shed and always like the strangers and bark at friends instead and do disgraceful things on rugs and track mud on the floor and flop upon your bed at night and snore their doggy snore. Mother doesn't want a dog. She is making a mistake because more than a dog, I think she will not want this snack. So now, here the child is wanting to have a dog, but the mother does not want to have a dog at their house. So the child is explaining what her mother thinks or what his mother thinks. So he said that my mother does not want a dog. Why? Because mother says that the dog smells, they stink, they have bad smell. And never sit when you say they do not follow your orders. Whatever you will ask them to do, they do not understand and they will not follow your orders. So when you will ask them to sit, they will not sit. Or even when you yell, when you shout at them, they will not give a proper response. They will not quiet down because they do not understand. And when you come home late at night and there is ice and snow, you have to go back out because the dumb dog has to go. Now, when there is ice, when ice falls, so dog like wandering in ice. So you came late at night at home, but then when it was ice fall or snowfall, so your dog wants to go out. So to catch that dog, you also have to go out with the dog. Already you are tired and then you have to follow the dog. You have to run after the dog. So it is not healthy for us, or it is tiring we will be tired or exhausted. So, keeping a dog is not in favor at all. First thing, that dog do not understand and they will not obey our orders. Second thing, that they smell bad. Third thing, that we have to run after dogs. So we will get tired. Next, mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they share and always rate the strangers and bark at friends instead and go disgraceful things and do disgraceful things on rugs and track mud on the floor and flop upon your bed at night and snore their doggy snore. So again the child's mother give the reason that the dog shed their hairs, their furs, body furs, and they start barking at the stranger, at the guest or at the friends. So they will get scared and they will do disgraceful things on rugs. Rugs, that means carpet. So maybe they will do shit on the carpet. So that is disgraceful, disgusting and not likeable. So this kind of activities can be done by the dog. And when they will go outside, they will roll in the mud and that mud will be carried with them into the house and they will create ugliness and dust in the house when they will roll in the house. And track mud on the floor. When they will come from outside into the home, so they will create mud everywhere where they will go. And flop upon your bed at night. They will roll upon your bed. They will come into your bed at night and they will start doing their mischievous things. They will start flopping and rolling on the bed and snore their doggy snore. At night they will start snoring in their doggy snoring sound. So in this way they will create trouble to us. Next, mother doesn't want a dog. It is sure. Mother has given so many excuses, so many reasons that she does not want a dog. So it is very certain, it is very clear that mother does not want a dog. She is making a mistake. Actually, she is making a mistake because more than a dog, I think she will not want this snack because the boy is not asking for a pet dog, but the boy is asking for a pet snack. So he says that mother is making a mistake. She thinks that I am going to have a pet dog and that is why she is giving me excuses that I should not buy a pet dog. But she is making a mistake because I am not going to buy a pet dog. Instead of that, I want a pet snack. So this is why she is mistaking, and I think that rather than a dog, she will not like a snack, and dog is better than snack. So he says that mother is making a mistake because I think that she will dislike snake more than the dog, and she should say that I don't want snake in the house instead of saying I don't want a dog. So here the poem comes to an end, and what the boy wants? The boy wants to have a pet. Mother thought that he is wanting a dog as a pet, so she refused and gave reasons for her refusal. Then the boy explained that I do not want a dog, I want a snake, and you are mistaken. I think you would not like a snake more than a dog. So now let us see the exercise of this poem. First question is, write 2 reasons why the mother does not want a dog. She gave so many reasons that the dog smell, the dog shed their hairs, their fur, the dog bark, they do not obey our orders, and they may do shit on the carpet. They may create dust in the house, make the house unclean and dirty. So these were the reasons given by the mother. Any of two reasons from these reasons you have to write here. Mother did not want a dog because she said they smell and never obey orders. They smell bad and never obey our orders. When we ask them to sit, they will not sit. So they will not obey our orders. These were the two reasons which she gave to not take a pet dog at house. What do the dog shed? What would they shed? So the dog shed their hairs, their body furs. Next is, how do you think dogs track mud on the floor? How they carry mud on the floor? Dogs track mud on the floor with their dirty paws. Paws, that means the feet of the dog. So when they go outside, the mud is stick to their paws, and when they will come back to the home, that mud will be left on the floor. So in this way the floor will be dirty. So they carry this mud with their paws. Due to their dirty paws, the mud will be created on the floor and it will make the house dirty. Next, what complaint does the poet's mother have about the sleeping habit of dog? She says that dog snore at night. Dogs always flop on your bed at night and disturb you with their doggy snores. They will start flopping on your bed. They will come and sleep with you, and they will start flopping, rolling on your bed, and they will create snore, doggy snore. So that will disturb you and will create trouble for you. So in this way they will disturb you at night. Why does the poet say that her mother is making a mistake? Because mother is thinking that the boy wants a pet dog, but actually the boy wants a snake. The poet said that her mother is making a mistake because more than a dog, she will not want his pet snake. What he has pet snake, not a pet dog. And he thinks that mother will dislike the snake more than the dog. So she is mistaking by thinking that he has a pet dog. But actually he does not have a pet dog, but he has a pet snake. So this is the mistake, or the mother don't know that the boy has a pet snake, not a pet dog. Now let's see the next exercise. Match these words from the poem with their meanings. So here the words are given and you have to match these words from the words given in the poem. That means you have to find the similar meaning of these words from the poem. So first is yell. What is the meaning of yell? That means to shout. So to shout is the correct answer. Next is shed. Shed, that means hair falling from a dog's body. Next is track. Track, that means to leave marks on the path where the dog will walk. Next is flop. Flop, that means to sit down in a heavy way. The dog will sit down in a heavy way on the bed at night. So in this way he will disturb at night. Next is snore. Snore, that means the breathing noise, the breathing sound at night, which is noisy and not pleasant. So to breathe noisily while asleep, that is called snoring, kharate. So this was the exercise given in this poem. Now we have studied a paragraph and a comprehension poem. So with this we have understood what is reading comprehension, how it is understood, how the questions are made, and how can you find answers of these questions. You have to read the paragraph, understand it clearly, then understand the questions and find out the answer of these questions from the passage or from the stanza. So After understanding the stanza and the questions, you have to find the answers from the passage or the stanza, and then you can write it here. So in this way you have to complete the comprehension. Now I hope that this topic is clear to you. With this we come to an end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And now we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, be safe and keep on learning. Thanks for being with me. See you.